Bhagavan, Shri Amma Bhagavan says, respect women and you will get my grace immediately. Could Bhagavan please explain this connection to us, Bhagavan? If we respect women, how would it help in the upliftment of the nation, Bhagavan?
The fate of a nation depends on the level of consciousness of its people. If the consciousness levels are very low, there would be a lot of division, conflict, violence, poverty, and whatnot. All problems are created by lower levels of consciousness. If you could raise the levels of consciousness, a whole nation will change. Now we have about 9 levels of consciousness. The thing is, the moment you start respecting women, something happens. There is a brain rewiring. The brain actually gets rewired. These can be verified. So as the brain gets rewired, your level of consciousness goes up. At that level of consciousness, what happens is you begin to sustain each other. Now there is only competition. There is only self-centered activity. There is no concern for the other. But at higher levels of consciousness, you begin to sustain each other, and literally you cannot fail. You cannot fail in your profession, nor in your job, nor in your business, nor could you have financial problems. Everything will disappear at higher levels of consciousness. So how to get there? One of the simplest routes is learn to respect women. Give them significance. Give them love. Not love which is not true. Not acting. Drama will not work. It has to be really there. If you do not have, you must stay with the fact you do not have. Then love would naturally come. Above all, you must give them significance, importance. That seems to be absent in a lot of people. If you keep doing that, the brain changes. The brain is neuroplastic in nature. That means when the brain physically changes, your perception and your experience will change. Similarly, if your perception and experience change, the brain also changes. Ultimately, the brain has got to change. As the brain changes, you move into higher levels of consciousness. As you move into higher levels of consciousness, you will discover that you get success in whatever thing you do. Success simply comes in search of you. You get the right contacts, the right connections, the right opportunities, all that happens. And you will see that 90% of your ailments disappear. You become healthy and you develop a most magnificent relationship. If you see your husband, you will get joy. You see your wife, you will get joy. See children, you'll get joy. See anybody, you'll get joy. Human relationship is something extraordinarily beautiful. But what is happening today? More and more alienation. You don't want to relate to people, do not want to interact with people, you prefer the cell phone, you prefer the TV, you do not enjoy interacting with people. You are becoming more and more an individual. You really don't get the joy of interacting with people. All that will come naturally to you once your levels of consciousness go up.